Hello everyone, this is Kim Quady with KimPlaysWithPaper.com. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Mesa, Arizona, and I love to come live about once a week to show you what I've been working on in my craft room. So once a month we have a team meeting for my team. It's called Kim's Paper Crafters, and we're a group of demonstrators located throughout the United States with a big group in Lincoln, Nebraska, and a big group in Mesa, but people really from all over. So we have this team meeting, and at the end we have a mystery stamping event, and you may have heard of mystery stamping. I give all my team members measurements of cardstock and designer series paper and about what size the sentiment should be, and then they cut those, then they choose the products, and then I go on, and then we have I show them how to put the card together, and it's a mystery. They don't know what they're making until we make it, and then we share our creations at the end. Hey, Sandy, thanks so much for joining. Hey, Lori. So today's card is the mystery card from last night's mystery stamping, so I thought I would share it with you. We kind of have a trend lately of doing some fun folds. So this was a new fun fold that I saw on Pinterest and YouTube, and just adapted it to use some new designer series papers. So let me pop you down to my workspace, and I'll show you the card we created last night. We'll make it for you here. And it is called a bookbinding Z fold, like Z is in zipper or Z is in Zach. So it kind of opens like this, and then you'll see that that's the bookbinding part, and then that's the Z fold part. Hello, Kathy. Thanks so much for joining. I welcome anybody. I appreciate anybody hopping on this morning. If you have any questions, give me a shout. And I will go afterward and answer questions and see if you have any comments. All right, so the products that I'm using, I'm still in love with this Simply Zinnia stamp set. Hey, Dawn, thanks for joining. The Simply Zinnia stamp set and the Flowering Zinnias 12 by 12 designer series paper. They are part of Stampin' Up's online exclusives and can be found and ordered online or through me. So let me give you the dimensions of, well, we'll just start making the card. The dimensions are on my blog at KimPlaysWithPaper.com. If you you find that there are a lot to write down, because there are, but the directions are on there as well. Just a kind of a different fun fold. So I started with a piece of 4 1/4 by 11. This is Blackberry Bliss cardstock, and we are going to score that on this long side here. All right. So I love this Stampin' Up! Trimmer because the cutting blade and the scoring blade is all on the same path. So so you can do both at the same time, but you have to be careful. The lighter gray is the one that you're going to score with. Hi, Wendy. Thanks for joining. Yep, go ahead and watch the replay. It will be here on Facebook, or it will be on YouTube and on my blog. Lots of places. So the first score we're going to make on the long side is at 2 1/8. So I'm going to score at 2 1/8. And then I'm going to slide it over and score at 4 1/4. And then at 5 1/2. All right, so that's all the scoring, so we can put that trimmer away. And the first thing I'm going to do is just fold the card in half, just like you would a normal fold, and give it a good burnish with my bone folder. So that's going to be our base. And now we're going to make the book binding part of this fun fold. So we do have 2 score lines, one here and one here. So I'm just going to fold over to the left-hand side And I'm going to give it a good burnish here. I'm kind of going a little bit slower so you can see how this goes together. And then I want to put my adhesive in this section here. You could use tear and tape. I have that out, but I'm also just going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus. And I will create that book binding piece right here and just adhere it to the side. And then we'll make the Z-fold flap by folding again from the right-hand side over to the left. And I will give that a good burnish with my bone folder as well. Hey, Holly, thanks for joining. So now we can kind of start putting our designer series paper pieces on there. Again, I was using the pieces from the Flowering Zinnias 12 by 12. So I have a designer series paper piece from that, and that measures 1 by 4. And that will be on that book binding fold right here. So I will put my adhesive, and you can use any combination of designer series papers. You could do them all the same. You could do them all differently, kind of whatever you're feeling. Then on the inside, we need 2 pieces. We need a designer series paper piece that measures 2 by 4, and then we need a white that measures 2 by 4, and they just tuck in here nicely. So this will be the piece that you see on the outside, and then this is where you'll be able to write a message. So I can go ahead and adhere those. They're each 2 by 4, and they're one is basic white, and the other is another piece I chose from that Flowering Zinnias. I've just been having so much fun using that paper because to me it's so cheerful and so springy, and zinnias are all kinds of different colors. So I bought several packages and have been using them for different projects. So then I will put my adhesive on the back of the 2 by 4 white as well, and that's where you'll be able to write your message. We are creating a book binding Z-fold. And if you don't catch all of the directions, be sure to catch them on my blog at kimplayswithpaper.com. Hey, Dawn, thanks for joining. So then I'm going to bring in a Blackberry Bliss piece of designer series paper. This measures 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. So then our designer series paper will layer at 3 by 4. So I'll put that together. Some of these cards are more adhering and cutting and designer series paper than stamping, but they're all fun. I'm trying to decide if there's really a direction on my flowers. I think I have them correct. Now the last part is putting this piece on to make our Z fold, to make this little piece right here. So we're going to put the adhesive on here, on that piece here, and then I'm going to try to place this panel right in the middle with about the same space between on each side. So I'm thinking the best way is to just adhere, put my adhesive here, place it there, and then just eye this up. It does help to have the grid paper. Hey, Denise, thanks for joining. Thanks, everyone. If you're popping on, I'm sorry if I miss you. I'm trying to get my paper on straight. And so that goes I'll give that a good little. And there we have our bookbinding Z-fold, just like so. So then all we have left to do is decorate it. You could also add some other designers, if you had some scraps, more designer series paper there, just to add some interest. I have a Blackberry Bliss circle. Hey, Dana, thanks for joining. That I've cut with the Stylish Shapes dies. And then I just have a scrap piece of white that I'm going to bring in with my 2 3/8 inch circle punch. I decided that it was easier for me begin that way. So I have the biggest flower from this Simply Zinnia stamp set, all on my big block. Just a fun stamp set, sending flowers and thinking of you. Gratitude, thank you so much. And there are also coordinating dies that I am not using today. So I have petal pink, which is one of the coordinating colors. I'll ink up my flowers with that petal pink. When it's a big stamp like this, I like to lay the stamp side up on and ink from above. That way I know I have the coverage that I need there. And then I'm going to just stamp on this little circle. And I just want the flowers. And I chose petal pink because it's a light background. I want to see the flowers, but I want to see more of the thank you sentiment as well. So I've let that, so you just get a little bird's eye view, a little glimpse of that flower. Then I have my Blackberry Bliss with the thank you so much already on here. Let me just make sure that I love to practice on my grid paper. And that'll go just right here in the middle. Perfect. Those are coordinating colors. And then we'll put those two pieces together. Again, that was the 2 3/8 inch circle punch and a Stylish Shapes dies. The Stylish Shapes dies, they are going to be moving to an online exclusive, but you'll still be able to get them. If you get a catalog, the catalogs are on their way. You may not see them in there, but they are will be an online exclusive. But they're still available right now, in fact. Just a quick note today, Stampin' Up's Last Chance product sale starts. So select products from the annual catalog, retiring, and the January through April are up to 60% off. So be sure to check out. There's lots of good deals. So I want to put my sentiment on, but I don't want it to glue the card shut because I still want to see that fun fold. Yeah, so I'm going to put my adhesive just on this little bit right here and add that tag. And we still have, hey Deb, thanks for joining. So we still have that fold. That's the bookbinding Z fold. And then I have just one last piece. I need to add some ribbon. This is some petal pink from the Duo Ribbon Combo Pack. Now that this ribbon is retiring. It's the petal pink combo along with the lemon lime twist. Love both of those. So I'm going to grab about 9 inches of ribbon. I need a lot of ribbon. Hey, Brenda, thanks for joining. I'm making our mystery stamping card from last night's team meeting. Hey, Linda, thanks for popping in. So I have 9 inches of that petal pink ribbon. I'll just tie a quick bow using my bunny ears technique. Sometimes it takes me more than one try, but we'll try to get that in there. I did today want to make a little plug for my newsletter. If you aren't already a newsletter subscriber, I'd love to have you subscribe. The link will be in the video description on YouTube. But you know what? I'll put it, I will also put it in the link in the Facebook video. There I offer paper shares. I offer special online classes. I sometimes put things in my newsletter that I don't get a chance to get on Facebook. So I'd love to have you subscribe. There's always a video replay, a free card making tutorial. And if you can't find the link, just give me a shout and I will get you one all set up. Once you subscribe through AWeber, then you need to watch your email for a follow-up email from them. They want you to confirm you really want to receive my emails. All right, so I'm just putting a few glue dots on the back of that knot on that petal pink ribbon, and I will trim that off and we will have completed a card. Thanks, Kay. Thanks, Christine, for joining. We've just made a book binding Z-fold with the Simply Zinnia stamp set and the Flowering Zinnias 12 by 12 designer series paper. This is the book binding portion, and then there's our Z-fold. That's how it stands to display it. Super fun. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed the video today and spend some time crafting. If you have any questions, give me a shout. Thanks for all the likes, the shares, the comments. I really do appreciate you being here. If you have any questions, give me a shout. Otherwise, have a good rest of your week and weekend, and we'll see you next time. Thanks so much, everyone. Bye-bye.